right, y'all, welcome back. So, y'all remember how at the beginning of the first video I said, so he might just be a creep? So, to add on to all the other negative things that have come out, now people, like I said, they like to dig into your past. They got to digging into this man's past. It most definitely is not a squeaky clean record. So, let's get into this.
Pussy, that's the best I'm saying. Please keep this piece of tape for future references. I'm telling you now, when they go after me, they get dirt like a
Corey Holcomb's career might be over after these new allegations. They are accusing Corey Holcomb of being a PDF, and the receipts are going mega viral and gaining a lot of steam. It feels like the more these receipts go viral, Corey Holcomb's career might be over, bro. The ending may be near. And the worst part about it all, this damage is self-inflicted. They're just using Corey's own admissions against him. I don't know what Corey was thinking coming on the podcast and admitting to certain things he admitted to, but now the world is watching.
When I was in Iceland, you don't have to be no 18. I think it was 13, maybe 14.
Yeah.
That's a grunt. The vagina been on this planet 14 years. I've said this before on the show also. Do you know if a woman 16 years old gives you a baby?
A woman 16 years old, that's not a woman. That is a teenager. That is a kid. This is my problem. If you hear a man calling a 16-year-old a woman, I'm side-eyeing you a little bit. That's not like she will be a woman one day when she's an adult, but she is a kid. She's a girl, not a woman. A woman 16, you're like, it sounds too normalized coming out of your mouth to call first the comment about the P word been on the planet for 14 years. 14 years? At your big 57-year-old age, you think that that's a long time? You think that that's a reasonable amount of time for an adult to be?
That is going to be 16, 17, 18, 19. That is going to be one of the healthiest babies possible.
That's not true either. There's a lot of statistics actually that are out that the younger that you have children, the more likely that they could have developmental issues because at 14, 15, 16, even 18, your body is not fully developed and you don't even have all of the pieces, parts that you need to for a baby to flourish. And also imagine the diet at an age like that. Imagine all the other extenuating factors, going to school, the stresses are related. It's not a safe situation for a teenager to be having a baby. It happens, but it's not ideal. And what are we getting at? Ugh.
First red flag was Corey Holcomb knowing the age of consent in various countries. Any man even having access to that information makes me feel icky.
At
Let
57?
alone a 60-year-old, that's nasty. Bro.
Thank you.
Second red flag was him saying, I've said this before. So this is an opinion that he has really thought about, sat with, and dissected, and he still didn't see anything wrong with him saying this.
Right.
Well,
At that age, they've been on the planet long enough. They're in their prime developmental wise to create a life.
Corey has talked about this at length before, so every word he says is intentional. When he says they are in their prime to conceive, you don't have to ask Corey, who are they conceiving with? Who are they having a baby with? Only grown men are in a position to take care of a family and lead a household. So this is him advocating for them to have babies with grown men. But what are we doing here, man?
But you're taught in America something different.
Those eggs are buoyant. You could dribble them eggs. They got bounce back.
Craig Smith is almost 50. Corey Holcomb is almost 60. And they're sitting on a podcast talking about how 14-year-olds have bounced back. Yo, come on, bro. Like, yo, that's absurd. Now, to make things worse, Corey Holcomb went on another podcast and he admitted to testing out the young women in Iceland. Now, the same young women that he claims, were 13, 14 and ready to conceive.
You go to other countries, I'm just saying, in America, most people only know what they know in America, but I've been to other countries, and in Iceland, I think the legal age to get with a girl is 13 years old.
Oh, my God.
It blows
Is that
people's
true?
mind when they hear it. But in Iceland, R. Kelly is not a criminal.
He's trying to get extradited.
He's a normal guy in Iceland. I went to Iceland, and you just can't offer him money and gifts. And I thought that was so unfair that you couldn't give him nothing.
Why are you saying? What are you? This means that you've done this. Like, you're really admitting to this on camera. And you, in your convoluted mind, because he made the comment about they teach you in America that, no, it's not even what they teach us in America. For me, it's a morality thing. The law has nothing to do with how I feel about grown men having anything to do with teenagers. And I even include 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds in that teenagers. And when I say grown men, I'm not talking about 24, 25, 26, 27. I'm talking about 57-year-old men getting on this internet saying that they're doing things with 14, 13-year-olds and wish they could have given them gifts. And then this man is going to sit here after all of this and try to convince us that we are wrong to comment on this stuff, that we should not look at him sideways because where he was at, it was okay for him to do what he was doing. And you've talked about this at length multiple times. Usually a joke, like, it can only be oh so funny so many times. There's nothing funny about this. There's not, like, this is not a joke. But whatever justification you have for saying these horrendous things at a point when you really were not even under the microscope, you're a creep. But you're going to try to gaslight us to think that this is all a coordinated attack against you. What is this, AI? This is AI making you repeatedly say the same heinous, disgusting thing over and over in different ways. When AI, at this point, when this video or whatever radio show, podcast, whatever it is, whenever that was recorded, I don't know if AI was nearly as good as it is now, and it still has a long way to go. You can kind of still tell when AI is doing things. Like, he's not made that argument, but at this point, I'm just starting to wonder, like, what's your justification? Because you're like avidly saying this, and you're doing it over and over again. But then me and other YouTubers are wrong for reacting to it. And then you got your little 5150 crew that will get in people's comments and say the most hateful, heinous, stupid stuff in the name of defending this.
Nothing after you was done with him.
This too crazy. I'm not going to Iceland. So I assume you've been to Iceland and you took advantage of the laws. Is that what you're saying?
I had a great time in Iceland.
Wait, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there.
The age of consent in Iceland is 13. Did you take advantage of the laws in Iceland? Man, I had a great time in Iceland. You just can't give them gifts afterwards. After you're done with them. You can't give them gifts because that will count as trafficking. So he full on admitted that he did what he did in Iceland. Full on admitted to it. Now, a lot of people point to, Corey Holcomb is joking. He's making a joke. But at what point do you teeter the line so much that we got to say, I don't know, bro. I don't know, son. Even how Corey Holcomb talk about young women is disturbing. There was a story on the Corey Holcomb podcast he told about, I think, like a 5-year-old. Right? And this story makes me uncomfortable to this day.
This past weekend, I saw this little girl. She had a Welch's grape juice bottle in her mouth. And she was about 5. She had the whole bottle as far as it'll go, just sucking on it, walking with her mama. Somebody said, get that out her mouth. When they took it out her mouth, that baby said, you know when she stopped crying? When a man picked her up and put her in her lap and started bouncing with her. Then she stopped crying and was looking like this. I say, that's a little growing right there. And everybody will say, Corey, what are you talking about? Corey, you crazy. Get the out of here. This little girl was in her bliss with her mouth wide open. She was just, it had the cap on it and everything.
Why would you think these types of things, when you're in the presence of a child? Before you were talking about teenagers. Now you're talking about children. You gonna call this little girl a woman too? When a 5-year-old is a woman, when a 5-year-old woman, like, are you cool? And then you want to make people like me feel bad for saying that this is disgusting behavior? Oh, I'm a comedian. It's jokes. What's funny about it? Who's laughing? Other than people that are just there to please you. Who is laughing at this? And you are influenced again. It's like these men don't, clearly they don't see anything wrong with their behavior. Because the way that these young men, like this current generation of young men, what they have to look up to, because barely anybody watches cable anymore. If you watch cable, I don't know that there are good examples of men on on TV as it is. But when you think about it, a lot of people watch streaming services, YouTube, things like that, podcasts. That's what a majority of people watch if they consume any level of content. And then this is what you're putting out there. And there's a lot of young boys that have no business watching this, should be supervised, but unfortunately are not, and are going to see stuff like this and think that this is acceptable behavior to talk like this and act like this. And you just don't care. You're just like, well, you think there's nothing wrong with it. You think that you're good, you're fine. It's okay to act like this. And I don't care what your job title is. There are certain subjects that you just should not go there with. And where we're at with this is disturbing. This is creepy. This is heinous. You need to watch out for people that make jokes like this or act like it's okay to desensitize behaviors like this, because this is not okay. This is gross. This is nasty.
They took it out of her mouth. Then a man picked her up and started shaking her on his knee, and she was like, I said, that's
creep. You're a fucking creep.
It's just Corey Holcomb crazy. I always want to go back and ask about that little girl and do a documentary on her life. So one day I can show I know what I'm talking about. But in this society, I'm a bad guy.
Seeing a child suck on their bottle and your mind go to fellatio, you are a disturbed human being. Seeing a child get rocked back and forth to comfort and your mind goes to bedroom positions, you are a disturbed human being. Calling a child a hoe for doing things that kids do is disturbing. You are a disturbed human being. This is not normal.
Yeah, this is disgusting behavior.
That ain't nothing no little girl do unless she has the urge to do things like that. She has the urge to be satisfied.
The urge? You mean a child needing comfort? You mean what children do? Are you for real? And I'm sure a little boy would do the same thing if they were crying and being rocked to comfort. Like, these are children. What are you talking about? Are you cool?
But ain't nobody gonna peep it. Corey bad.
Yeah, you are.
Corey banned.
You're
Everybody,
disgusting.
Corey, did you hear what Corey said?
And
The
you
little girl
know,
took the
you know what else? You've been told about this behavior based off of what you're saying. You've been told that this is heinous, and you still got up on this internet, said this stuff, and are now trying to gaslight everybody into thinking that we deserve to be sued for showing videos of you. This is not defamation. Ain't nobody saying nothing about you that's not true. The only thing that I've said in this whole video that cannot be proven is that he's a creep. But that's allegedly, right? Allegedly, in my personal opinion, you're a creep.
bottle out of mouth, and he said she gonna be a yes. And if it was more men in the house, the little daughters wouldn't be walking around with things.
I hope to God they're just not men like you, because oh my goodness. How? Because I love how broken home, broken home, broken home. But no one's talking about how broken a home is with two parents that don't love each other, or two parents and one of them is somebody like this. Do you know how much this type of mindset can mess up a child, whether it's a young boy or a young girl? Like somebody that says this type of stuff publicly. Imagine how that child turns out. And if he has a child, I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Preparing their jaw for hustle. Her jaw is being prepared for hustle. And this was a little girl.
Her teeth aren't.
Baby Goobler.
Why
I like
are you?
that.
And see, this is my motherfucking problem with you. This is that last episode we just watched. This is the problem. This is why you got that type of backlash. Because if you was the type to normally stand up against certain behaviors, then he would have expected that from you. Probably wouldn't even asked you to hold that motherfucking shirt up. But your nasty, excuse me, y'all, your nasty booty. You're talking about a little girl. You're a woman. You're talking about a little girl. We're not talking about a teenager, or excuse me, because you did talk about teenagers. We're not even talking about teenagers, which is already bad enough. We're talking about a little girl. And you're making comments like that? The only comment that you should be making as a woman is, Corey, this is disgusting. Please. Ugh. Like, y'all are nasty.
A grown woman is next to Corey Holcomb participating in this.
Okay.
She says, oh, her teeth not preparing her for fellation. What? A baby teething makes you think about if you think this is the worst of it, nah, bruh. It gets worse.
Me for real. One day I was living with this lady, and her daughters crawled in the bed, and I ain't have on shit.
Yeah.
I was up under the cover,
Wow.
and I was like, oh shit. And one of her
Tell her,
daughters was
Michael,
like,
rest in peace.
her daughter was, she was in high school. I think she was 15. Still not legal. You just can't tell your true thoughts.
What true thoughts can you not say about your 15-year-old stuff? What true thoughts are in your head about your 15-year-old?
Why you even have to say not legal? Like, we know that. You're the only one that seems to have some sort of issue with the legal part. And just because somebody's legal doesn't mean you should have anything to do with them either. Because you are way too old to be talking like, don't get it twisted. Somebody at my age is entirely too old to be talking like this. Somebody at 20, 18, any adult age shouldn't be talking like this. But somebody that's 57 doggone years old, you are despicable.
Year-old stepdaughter that you can't say. And it also, if you were naked under the covers, why did you allow her to crawl up under the covers?
Get out of, like, nope, you gotta go.
Well, wouldn't the, hey, yo, wait, we about to put on clothes, chill. Wouldn't that have sufficed?
Get up out of here. Like,
But
what?
Corey Holcomb, when he tells the story, it becomes perfectly clear that he thought there was a possibility, or he thought like she wanted him or something. Like she kept on sending him signs.
Her daughter was gonna be thick like her mama. I know that much.
Yeah.
I knew her daughter was a bust down. She got pregnant like a year after I moved out. She was 16. I knew she was gonna get pregnant, goddamn, because she used to do. She used to do to let me know. Damn, this little bitch trying to get me in trouble.
Oh. So you just called a 16-year-old a bust down, and you're talking about this little girl was making passes at you? This is the same logic that like PDF files use. Like if you watch some videos like Gideon, whatever his name is, the one that used to be very annoying and kind of switched around to catch a PDF content. You watch like a Gideon video, or I can't remember the other dude's name, Chris Hansen or whatever, something like that. Steve, I don't know, whatever. They always say she was reaching out to me. She was making passes at me. She was sending me nudes. She was doing this to me. Like this is the same logic that they use. So then you're gonna sit here and be upset because people are calling you a Fred.
Her name was Tiffany. Right.
And there goes Darlene ass still sitting there laughing and smiling and co-signing this behavior. There's times when you laugh at stuff, even just laughing is condoning behavior. If you don't say anything, like this is a conversation where I'm straight faced, like, what? You talking about a kid? You for real?
Yeah, she has a documentary.
Kid pussy, that's the best. Yo, damn, this little bitch trying to get me in trouble.
Oh.
Her name was Tiffany. Right. All of you are kids.
Yeah, she has a documentary.
Kid pussy, that's the best. I'm saying.
And you're mad at us. But you just said kid is the best. Come after me. Please. I beg of you. Take me to court. Take me to court because I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass. Fuck are you talking about?
See, you heard. Run that back and hear from his mouth again.
Right. All of you are kids.
Yeah, she has a documentary.
Kid pussy, that's the best. I'm saying.
There are some sick dudes out there who will probably excuse this as jokes. Ain't nothing funny about saying a kid woohoo is the best woohoo out here. A kid woohoo is better than an adult woohoo. Because one, how would you know?
Right.
If you're not somebody who engage in, how would you know if you don't engage with children? But it's all jokes, right?
You better watch your kid. I'm want some type real bad.
Jesus Christ.
Can you get charged if you spoon a child? Like,
I mean,
get behind him, make him take all his clothes off, and you hug him like that. Is that a charge?
Sure. Yes, Graham.
What
pretty
is that?
Sure.
Not no penetration. Just
doesn't have to be penetration. It's so you can't
That's love.
You can. Okay, hold
What
on.
if it's a stepchild?
Okay, I don't know where we're going with this, but
I'm just asking. They got these charges. I'm trying to see what the charges gonna be.
The wedding ring.
Somebody called me Corey Kelly because I said spoon.
Oh, good one.
I would never.
Or Corey Epstein.
Spoon a child. I'm asking what happens if you do it. It's called research.
Who mind goes there? Who mind goes to, yo, bruh, how much time would I get if I just spoon instead of like the full thing? Like if I just spoon, do I get a couple years off my sentence? Why are you thinking about this, bro?
Right. Please keep this piece of tape for future references. I'm telling you now, when they go after me, they get dirt like a I'm here to tell you, they go through my.
So you, let me call it that. You said this shit out of your own mouth, a self-admission. Maybe the Lord spoke to you for a moment and said, you know, one day this is gonna bite you in the butt. Maybe you should stop, right? You said this out your own mouth, then you gonna come after YouTubers for digging in your past and getting the dirt that you literally admitted out of your own mouth that was going to be very easy to find. Are you fucking kidding me? But you're going to act as though everybody is just wrong and they don't know how to take a joke and I'm getting a lawyer involved. I don't know what bozo dummy took on your case, but good luck. Good luck, Charlie, because what the hell? What are you talking about? What are you you cannot literally admit that you know that there's enough out about you for people to catch on and then turn around and go out sad the way you've been going out sad. Oh, TMZ on this coordinated attack. You've been on a coordinated attack to assassinate your own character since the beginning of, or whenever in your career you started talking like this. Like there's nobody on this planet. Well, there's some people that are in your little camp that would support and condone your behavior, but there's not like a normal, well-adjusted person that's gonna see this stuff and be like, let me endorse this person. Let me have them on my stage. Let me have them out and about like representing me. You're a liability with the type of things that come out of your mouth. Oh God.
My computer, they gonna be like Corey, like.
And then it's what's on your computer, sir? What you watching? That is illegal. Because let's be so for real. The P word, you ain't going to get in trouble for having that on your phone. A lot of people do. But what could you have on your phone that's going to get you arrested? That's going to get you in trouble? I'll let y'all ponder on that.
What else can I put out there?
Snacks.
I mean, yeah, I'm a big in the child. Check my browser, goddamn. 16, 17, 18.
Did he say what I think he
19.
just said? Hold on.
This piece of tape for future references. I'm telling you now, when they go after me, they get dirt like a I'm here to tell you, if they go through my computer, they gonna be like Corey, like. What else can I put out there?
Snacks.
I mean, yeah, I'm a big in the child.
Okay. I just wanted y'all to read that because that's what I heard.
Check my browser, goddamn.
And then you gonna say things like that and then get mad when people criticize this behavior.
16, 17.
Welcome to a manipulator manipulating. Be very careful of people like this because they'll have moments of self-awareness and then they will turn around and act like you are crazy to believe their own admissions of their own disgusting behavior.
18, 19, 20. That woman is like at a point in her life where
We're still calling 16 and 17-year-old girls women.
she is
Ripe?
it's just nobody likes to say shit like that in America because you can get
Nobody should say shit like that anywhere. Unfortunately, there are countries that exist that allow disgusting, heinous things to happen to women and children. Okay? I think because we are one nation under God, that's something that's just not socially accepted. It shouldn't be socially accepted anywhere. But unfortunately, it does happen. But that doesn't mean because it happens in other places that it's okay or that it's right. Anyone with a good moral compass knows that. Whether it's legal or not, you should have a level of morality to where that just disgusts you. Since I've been an adult, I cannot even fathom dating somebody a year younger than me. From the moment I became an adult, let alone, like, what are you talking about? You should not say things like this, and you keep saying the same thing. These are not jokes. There's nothing funny about this. And I think that you're almost trying to desensitize your audience and the people around you so you can get a pulse for who's going to accept this joke and who's not. What audience is going to accept me and accept this behavior and who's not.
Get in trouble for that. Now, I don't want no woman that's 16, 17,
Stop calling them women
18 because of the laws and because of the mental state she's in.
because of the laws. What about her age? You didn't mention that you don't want to have relations with her because of her age. You said because of the laws and her mental state. That's not even why it's illegal. It has nothing to do with their mentals. Well, I mean, it has something to do with the fact that they're not fully developed mentally to even be able to fathom a relationship with a grown man. But it's also because they are children. My God.
Epstein Island, that'd be a great movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure you would be.
What was
Man.
happening on Epstein Island?
The children.
That would be a
So
horrible
you
movie.
telling me
My God.
Oh my
No.
God, they weren't children. They were.
What the f?
There you go. Now you don't.
What do you mean? I said no, and I said
you wouldn't watch it if it was a movie. It ain't real.
I ain't watching.
Asking you, would you watch it? No.
Fuck and no. There you
Marcus,
go.
you won't watch
That's
it.
my got there.
See?
That's ridiculous. He knows what he's doing.
I know he
He's
knows.
one of these
I know
guys,
he knows.
though.
Yeah, I know he knows what he's doing.
Corey asked his co-host what he thought was a stumping question, what he thought was a question that was difficult, and that question was, man, what went on Epstein Island? You mean to tell me that if they put out a movie of kids getting effed, you wouldn't watch it?
Disgusting.
No.
Hell no. You nasty fuck.
That's not a hard. No.
Nasty fuck. The
But
hell?
and Corey that was like a hard question, as if like that was something enticing. No, it's not enticing.
Corey, wish
Right.
my baby happy 16th birthday. Hell, she ain't yours, so this is easy. She turning sweet 16 Saturday. Hey, what's up? Make sure, hey, look, I don't know her name. Isabella. What is her name? Dita 605? Dita 605? Listen, I want to wish your daughter a happy birthday. Her sweet 16. It's a beautiful age. And you make sure you and your daughter have counseling so that if she's broke, cat daddies like me ain't in that age by the time she's 21 through 30. Because if you don't bring them up right, I'm going to be with them on their birthday.
You fucking nasty.
I was at the mall with the little broke bitch. We was in Victoria's Secret. And I'm sitting there at the counter. I'm like, what's up? She needs to get measured for a bra. She never been measured for a bra. And she want to have the right size on instead of the Walmart bras. And the lady was like, oh, that is so sweet. Is this your daughter? I said, I'm standing up in this little bitch.
Oh my God.
You're
And
fucking
it wasn't a laugh when I
disgusting.
said that. It wasn't a laugh.
There's
the lady looked like.
nothing
I was
funny
like, I got
about
a couple
that.
of dollars. I get to smash little cute young girls like this that come from poverty. I'm standing up in her. Do you need a bro? My brother's daughter was with a group of us. We were at the hotel because my mom was in town. D, was you there?
Yep, I brought the cake.
I know how to do babies.
It was super cute though.
Everybody was trying to get her attention, but she wouldn't do nothing but hug her daddy because she didn't know us like that.
That's true.
I didn't pay her no attention. I just kept looking away. But I talk, my voice carries, and she kept looking.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, what happened, D?
She went right to him. It was almost like,
I'm the one wasn't paying her no attention.
and everybody like this,
Yeah.
what? Like,
You know what that told me?
What?
She gonna be getting put up in her when she grow up.
God, why did I?
Some people will excuse this behavior as edgy comedy. I'm not excusing this, man. I think it's up to Corey to come on this podcast and say, hey, bruh, what I said in the past about them babies is crazy. I don't know what I was thinking. But knowing Corey, bro, he's not about to apologize for nothing, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? All right. Is this acceptable or not? And if you're still watching my videos and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how.
As far as I'm concerned, he's an effing creep. And I can't do it. So now let's get into this.
And is paying people every single day. And today we're reacting to Corey Holcomb threatens me for exposing his PDF allegations.
So this is what I was referring to when I said you do all this, right? And then you turn around and let's just watch.
This guy, man, he's coming after YouTubers now. Right, okay, I see it. Well, I mean, I guess he's always been coming for YouTube. He's coming for commentary channels about things that he did. That's what's happening. Okay, I see what's going on. Let's get into this video, man. If you don't know, I'm in a new area, clearly.
And that's the thing. You're coming after people for your behavior. And this is the like hallmarks of I'm not going to use the word narcissist because like I don't think everyone's a narcissist. Some people are just manipulators. These are classic manipulator tactics. I'm going to do something outrageous. I'm going to continuously do something outrageous. And then when you are outraged by it, I'm going to tell you it's your fault. You're the problem. You don't see the joke in it. You lack a sense of humor. I did nothing wrong. I'm the victim. Everyone's against me. Like, it's the same. They literally read out of the same book, Manipulation for Dummies. And then they try it on you like you're the dummy. And if you are an empathetic person or you're somebody that like doubts yourself from time to time, you're going to be manipulated by it. I hate to say it, but you are. All right, let's get into it.
Me on his podcast and making veil threats.
What?
It came to my attention that Corey Holcomb was dissing me on his podcast and making veil threats.
Why y'all people who don't know what's happening talking? All right. You're going to have to prove it. It's some dude.
All right.
What
are you gonna do,
We
yell
gonna
at-
have to prove what? Prove what we just saw with our own eyes. Like what is there to prove? When somebody legitimately makes videos admitting things, they make it very hard to say you have to prove it. All that has to happen is that we have to play back the videos that we made that are videos of you making self-admissions. There's nothing to prove. We're speaking on what you put out. Nobody just sat down in their room and was like, what could I do today to mess with Corey Holcomb? I could make up that he is a predator. And you know what? I'm going to go find a bunch of videos of him saying things that make him seem like one somehow, like as if I produced these videos. Like if I made a fake video and then made a like random allegation that made no sense, had no backing to it. There's no videos, there's no proof, there's no footage, there's no nothing. That's a reason to sue someone for defamation. But us reacting to videos that you put out that are probably still available on your page, there's no legal ramifications. Any judge with a brain is going to throw it out in court because it's literally just us commenting on what you said. Had you not said it, we wouldn't have made these videos. Like, please.
Yell at him again. You're just gonna yell in his face. Or you go yell in Nick's face. That's what's gonna happen.
Push up in you, faggo.
Before we get this video started, if you're in need of some,
that's supposed to be push up in you. Oh,
that's supposed to be aggravating.
Poetic Flacco. Oh, okay, I see. This is a comedian, right? That was the best we had.
Right.
If Corey Holcomb doesn't like you, he's going to lie about you or allude to you being homosexual.
He got a page. Push up in you, faggo. You'll see. You can't call black men. I am so against. I don't care what happens to a. But I know that you guys are riding the wave to call me a. because y'all trying to get me assassinated. Because what good is a in any society?
Mm-hmm. Right. That's how I feel. You know, somebody said a pedo should. Sorry, I got to be a certain way for the tube. A pedo should serve its regular prison term, for the rest of their lives in the prison, or not for the rest of their life, in prison, whatever that be, and afterwards they go to some place where it's just a bunch of them, and they do whatever work around the building or whatever. It's that John Kiriakou guy. He was saying that there's no cure, there's no way to change their brains. They should not be allowed in with the rest of society. And I think
I agree.
that's true. If they doing that,
I agree 100%.
just have them all in one place where they're making license plates or some shit.
Right.
Something, you know?
What is a in any society?
I guess the you will see is him trying to send this veiled threat of he's going to sue me. If he knew anything about me, Corey Holcomb would know. I've been sued over a dozen times by other YouTubers. I have flawless victory. I've never lost a lawsuit, and I've been sued over a dozen times. Okay, like that should tell you everything you need to know about me. That a lawsuit to me is just another thing I have to deal with. I don't care. Now, choosing to spend your time responding back to these accusations by calling me names is definitely a choice, but I don't know if it's the right choice. If I was you, I would have used my time explaining exactly what the thoughts you had in your head about the minor stepdaughter that you allowed to get under the cover while you had no clothes on. What exactly the thoughts you had about her that you couldn't express out loud?
Real, one day I was living with this lady, and her daughters crawled in the bed, and I ain't have on shit.
Yeah.
I was up under the cover.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, shit. And one of her daughters was like,
rest in peace.
her daughter was, she was in high school. I think she was 15. Still not legal. You just can't tell your true thoughts.
Or maybe try to articulate, if you are not a pedo, how or why these words would have left your lips in the first place.
All of you are kids.
Yeah, she has a documentary.
Kid pussy, that's the best foot. I'm saying, all of you are kids.
Yeah, she has a documentary.
Kid pussy, that's the best foot.
Yeah, we like something. Instead, get on here and call it a sorry ass name like the.
That's what's killing me about this whole thing. It's just like with the Christina thing. She's a meth head. TMZ's out to get me. Blah 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 blah. Not addressing the actual allegations that you walked up in super soft, super soap, super whatever, that B word, your own words. Oh, you don't ever explain the action. You just explain the fact that people are talking about it. I don't understand. Like,
The name wasn't even good. Push up and you. Oh, what does that even mean? Now,
Right.
what? You a comedian.
that's all you got?
We supposed to get something good.
I'm a better comedian than that.
Was that a slip of the tongue? Was that what you thought a joke was? Or maybe try to explain exactly what you meant when you confessed to having a good time and taking advantage of the laws in Iceland that allowed grown men to sleep with very young women.
Okay.
Or what exactly you meant when you said you had a good time in Iceland.
You go
Okay.
to other countries, I'm just saying, in America, most people only know what they know in America, but I've been to other countries, and in Iceland, I think the legal age to get with a girl is 13 years old. It blows people's mind when they hear it. But in Iceland, R. Kelly is not a criminal.
He's trying to get extradited.
He's a normal guy in Iceland. I went to Iceland, and you just can't offer him money and gifts.
I'm sure you're a
And I
normal
thought
guy in
that was
Iceland
so
too.
unfair that you couldn't give him nothing after you was done with him.
This dude crazy.
I'm not going to
That's
Iceland.
a good joke, by the way, guys. That's a good joke. Yes, that's good. That's comedy right
Hee hee
there.
ha
That's
ha.
what we
Like what?
want. That's what we want to hear.
Are you for real?
So I assume you've been to Iceland and you took advantage of the laws. Is that what you're saying?
I had a great time in Iceland.
I don't know, man. If I was you, I would have used that time that you used to call me names. I would have used it to explain exactly why a baby sucking on a bottle makes me think the baby is promiscuous.
I don't want to hear this.
This past weekend.
Y'all heard. If y'all heard this, y'all heard it. That one, I'm not hearing
To address, I mean, you could have started with maybe the first video that got you in this situation in the first place.
Hey, you don't have to be no 18. I think it was 13, maybe 14.
Yeah.
That's a grown.
Did you almost say 13? That's a grown woman? Nah, let's run it back.
Hey, you don't have to be no 18. I think it was 13, maybe 14.
Yeah.
That's a grown. The vagina been on.
And the QR code on the screen. Try a couple games and DM me when you cash.
In the booty.
Says wasn't that many cameras back in them days.
Not life changing, but it every single day. Hit the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen. Try a couple games and DM me when you cash out.
No, it says wasn't that many cameras back in them days.
Wasn't that many cameras back in them days. Come
One,
see
yeah.
you. Come see you. These cameras make all these. What's this name? I call them in the booty.
Oh,
This
that bottle.
That wasn't even funny. Like,
is surviving out here based off the safety of cameras. Cause he been talking crazy. I ain't even worried about what he said about me. This be saying, and when I saw this, I saw this.
No case, nigga.
This nigga got a BBL.
Oh yeah.
I ain't never seen. This
You said the nigga got a BBL.
this nigga got a BBL, dog.
Yep.
This nigga thick like a stripper in the South Club in South Carolina. This,
You said the nigga got a BBL.
this nigga got a BBL, dog.
Yep.
This nigga thick like a stripper.
I don't know. I just kind of peeped like a little extra eye movement, like he was trying to get validation, make sure that he was getting the validation that he needed out of the room before he continued on with the joke. But hey, maybe that's just me.
In the South Club in South Carolina.
Okay.
The BBL
got
is
a
crazy.
BBL. I'm like, what is this?
What does this have to do with the point at hand? Oh, yeah, right. If I confuse you, distract you, make you scared, do these things, then it'll get you away from the point, which is I said very creepy things on the internet. And what's my response to the crazy things that I said on the internet? Like making jokes about me wouldn't even offend me from somebody like this because, sir, you're going outside. Like you from the last time I saw you on my screen, you look significantly a little like more, I don't know, like not so good.
Talk about. And he got a grandmama face. Yeah. So
A grandmama face is crazy.
Okay, now this sound like a comedian. Okay, now now this sound like a comedian. Hey, look, this is my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'ma just be clear. I'll rock with Flock, but I'ma laugh at a good joke. I feel like Flock, he might take certain things personal when he see a motherfucker laugh at some shit. Hey, bro, I came on here to be like, bro, he over here talking, bro, he doing that weird. He still being saying that weird shit, but we got this nigga showing that comedic side now. That nigga said he
know me? You just found out about me. I've been out.
Yeah, I just found out about this nigga. For sure. I don't know him. I'ma say that for sure. But when I see what I see, like, I just like three things. You let him in, you got in the man face, y'all doing all that woof and all that da 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 da. Right? Could have controlled your emotions and that. This is just he cooked his ass with that grandma. That was too funny. Nigga said he got a grandma face.
Yeah. I survived in these streets with no deal.
Right.
Taco from North Dakota didn't tell you that.
Is he?
Yeah, he didn't tell you that. He didn't say that to you.
No, he didn't say where he was from. He just keep my name in his mouth because he trying to get some paper, so he used my name and likeness.
North Dakota, and he ain't. Stop it. Stop it.
Out here with a BBL talking crazy to man. It's all good though. Man, this nigga got a BBL, dog. Look this nigga up. This nigga thick like a like the lame brands who wear the medium top but the 4XL bottom. Get your cake ass out of here.
Stop playing.
Anyway.
Hey, listen, man, I appreciate the infatuation with how I fill up my jeans, but I don't roll that way, man. You know, I'm not a homosexual. I would appreciate and Martin Luther King Jr. and Michael Jackson and claiming that I and TMZ were trying to get him assassinated.
I don't walk around living in fear, but I fear for my life now because I see what
It's like you feared for your life when Christina was 6 feet away from you, huh? You always fearing for your life.
has been said about me, and they are desperate to bring me down because the word
Ain't nobody desperate to bring you down but yourself, sir.
has been thrown in the mix.
Because you said very PDF file like if I go out and I start saying abusive things, like yeah, I beat my partners and I do this and I do that, right? If I go out and start saying stuff like that, then y'all start calling me a domestic abuser. I'm gonna turn around and be like, y'all just out to get me, y'all after me. Like these are your videos that are being replayed. No one's out to get you but yourself. What?
And let me tell you something. This is deep. I am no.
Okay.
I have never been accused of being a. I have never had charges of being a.
Right.
This is something that's coming from the mass media, TMZ.
TMZ did not post those videos of you, like you produced and put these videos out. What did TMZ have to do with those videos coming out?
Since they said what they.
That's one thing.
They said what they said. Ever since they posted a video of you putting your hands on a woman, not what they said, they showed proof of you putting your hands on a grown woman.
That's one thing. He done said these things, and we do. I feel like that word has been used a lot more recently than I feel like it ever has been for real. They'd be quick to say that about somebody.
Yeah, I think it's been used a lot more than it ever has been because people are a lot more awake to certain forms of abuse. And people, just like people throwing out the word narcissist. A lot of times when people call people narcissists, they're just blatantly manipulative or entitled. But because there's so much more awareness about narcissism out, people grab onto that manipulation piece and they're like, oh, this is narcissism. Narcissism is a lot more than that, but people grab for it. There's not any more narcissists in the world than there were before. There's not any more manipulative people than there were before. There's more awareness to it. And I'm not going to sit here and say, you're definitely a PDF file. You've definitely you've definitely done it with kids. You've definitely this or that. I'm not going to sit here and say that. What I will say is, by your own admittance, by what you've said out of your mouth or alluded to, it seems as though, based off the things that you've said, that either you're okay with this behavior or you've participated in it, allegedly. But we're going off of things you've said. Nobody's making things up. And I do agree that word gets thrown around a lot more than ever. A lot of words get thrown around a lot more than ever. But if you look back on certain situations, even TV shows from back in the day, that stuff was very much present. It was very much happening. But no one was aware of it, or the people that were aware of it did not realize that it was abuse and that it was not okay. And if they did, they were too scared to speak up. Now people are not so scared to speak up and call things for what they are. That's my answer to that statement. But we're going to move forward.
I have been They trying to get at me for real. Let me tell you something. What they do?
But
They did.
nobody's trying to hate this nigga assassinated though. I don't think anybody's trying to get this man assassinated.
No, he thinks the people are trying to assassinate his character, and he's assassinated his own character.
Ready to come get you. They assassinate your character so people don't look at you
character.
as a human being.
Okay.
They look at you as a villain. So they're using mass media now to come holler at your boy. This isn't little weak bloggers. Little weak bloggers have been talking crazy about me ever since I've been on air.
This has to be some type of mental illness that I'm not equipped to diagnose. It's
entitlement. It's lack of self-awareness. It's manipulation. It's getting away with being manipulative your whole life or for oh so long for whatever reason, because of your name, because of your likeness, because of the amount of money that you've had, because of the clubs that you perform in, whatever it is that's covered up your behavior for so long. But yeah, it's genuinely manipulation, entitlement, lack of self-awareness, inability to self-reflect, projecting, which usually happens when you manipulate. What else? Yeah, I think that those are like the main undertones of what I'm seeing right here, right now with this whole situation. It's just like you've gotten away with being manipulative for a long time, and you cannot see the faults within yourself. It's almost like a mental block that these people have. It's like a coping mechanism where they just they physically cannot see anything wrong with what they do, but they can see everything else wrong with what everybody else does.
Narcissism or something, man. We told this man, hey, Corey, can you stop like saying these nasty things about other people? Now they're trying to kill me. Not trying to kill. Why would they try to kill you? Like, why would the Matrix be after you? Why would you include yourself in the same breath as Michael Jackson or Martin Luther King Jr.? We know why they wanted to take out like Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson owned half of Sony ATV. Like Michael Jackson owned half of the publishing in the music industry.
Actually had things going on.
$1 billion. That's why they wanted to get him out. And once they got Michael Jackson out, they bought a catalog that was worth $1 billion. 30 years ago, they bought it for like $600 million 30 years later. That's why they wanted to take out Michael Jackson. They wanted to take out MLK because MLK was pivoting. MLK got caught up to the con game. MLK was now preaching is rich versus poor, and the rich was not going to allow the poor to wake up and stop fighting among each other. What exactly is Corey Holcomb preaching? What exactly is Corey Holcomb disturbing? It's gonna make the Matrix and the elite say, "Oh yeah, we need to get out Corey Holcomb out." Bro, Corey Holcomb is a ninja with a mic and a pop.
For real.
Oh, yeah. Wait, man.
That has a short temper. That's it. Bro, get your money. Motherfuckers is just seeing you say weird shit. It's like, what? Oh man, what does he got to say about this? And you're not saying nothing about it. You're not that like. You're a comedian, funny guy, cool. But you just said weird shit. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
There ain't nothing Corey Holcomb is saying that has people attention. And when I say people, I mean those people. And when I say those people, you know what I mean when I say those. There's nothing Corey Holcomb is putting out here that's on them folks' radar, bruh. Corey Holcomb is an ignorant igger. That's it. He's ignorant. All right? Corey Holcomb relates to the bottom feeder of our community. That's Corey Holcomb's audience. Corey Holcomb ain't out here politically disturbing things that's going to make people want to go after. Well, what? No. Bro, TMZ reports on every celebrity. You think if TMZ had a video of, I don't know, man, name me somebody you think is a media dark.
The dude Cam Newton.
Oh, they
Let's
definitely
say a bunch of
posted
those
about
because,
Cam.
you know, they've had their things where they have their conversations and stuff. Cam Newton. You don't think they're gonna do that?
Right.
If TMZ had a video of Dwayne and Rock Johnson doing to that woman what you did, punching a woman outside of a comedy club, you think TMZ wouldn't post it?
Okay.
If them posting it, what? Like that would be them going after Dwayne Johnson? No. They'll just be TMZ being TMZ reporting.
Man, TMZ has to get their money somehow. That's how they get their money, is celebrity drama. When you don't create drama, you're usually not in the spotlight. You see Coco Jones and Donovan Mitchell, for example, two famous people doing their thing at the height of their career. Do you see crazy things coming out about them? They stay out of the mess. Before Halle Bailey and DDG were doing all that mess with Halo, they were not in the news. If they were in the news, it was pictures of them together on a date. Or like when you put yourself in mess, they're going to report it. So how do you avoid a giant like TMZ? Don't put yourself in mess. Don't put things out that one day will bite you in the butt, like this.
On exactly what they report on, which is celebrity news and brain rot. You are not
happening to Corey Holcomb because,
you are not as important as you think.
Because he started woofing with this nigga, this bald nigga with a beard.
Yeah.
This is all happened. This is all the start of that.
Yeah.
If Boba just was kept their temper, kept it cool, which again, I can't say I would have responded. I might have went on there and tweaked too. I was with Corey Holcomb. Like, hey, bro, he talked about he sucked this, and he made sure, and he didn't say nothing. After Corey said, "Don't say that again," he didn't say that again, and then he was lame as went on there and started doing all that woofing on his own. What's his name? Anton Daniels started doing all that woofing on his own. I'm like, bro, I think he's doing this weird shit. But then the low blows just started happening. And then it started opening the door for all these different people, two sides to be like, what they got on this thing? What they got this thing? He talking about his daughter. Oh, over here. Okay, he doing all this weird shit over here. And then now you just happen to have weird shit. You feel me?
You're right.
You just happen to have weird shit, dude.
Make sure that your skeleton's out that closet before you get to exposing shit or get to, getting into certain conversations with people. Because sometimes this is what happens in the aftermath.
People know I have evidence against them that's going to bring them down, so they have to destroy my credibility first. Okay. They have to destroy my credibility like I'm a villain. But I want to say to TMZ, who I know is watching, I've already given the evidence to my lawyer and a few other people. So it's out of my hands. Mm-hmm. So if you guys want to come at me, there's nothing I can do. You know the case is coming.
Who? TMZ or just like YouTubers in general? Because like as far as TMZ goes, you're not winning against TMZ. And then as far as the other YouTubers and things of that nature, like I don't think that you're going to win that either.
You know the case is coming. Sean Hawley, TMZ, and of course the drug addict woman. I mean, she has nothing to lose, so she'll do whatever you guys want her to do. She'll say whatever you guys want her to say.
And I feel like you're defaming her, calling her a drug addict. Like, I don't know the woman, but I don't know if there's any like proof of her doing drugs for you to be out here calling her a drug addict. So I feel like this whole defamation suit that you're trying to like pursue, you might want to rethink it, because once you do that, then now again, more skeletons are going to come out of your closet. And if she can prove that she does not do drugs, meth per se, you could get in trouble for defaming her and using her likeness to gain money. So I'd be careful.
Hey, but my day in court is coming.
Oh, it is.
I don't even have time for court because I live a glorious life.
Oh,
I think Corey is.
If you live such a glorious life, then why are you on your podcast talking about this, not actually addressing anything? You could be doing so many other things.
Hard time identifying who his enemy is, bro. A lot of us. Now, I'll be real. Like before that particular video and a compilation of you saying the things you said before that video hit the internet, there was really no real disgust with Corey Holcomb. After that video, I don't know. I'm kind of put off. But before the video or before the evidence of the nasty things that Corey Holcomb says, a lot of people who was like reacting to Corey or even like be indulging or being invested in this Corey Holcomb saga, a lot of people were fans of the podcast. Now, after that audio drop and you refusing to address the audio and the clips and apologize for it and explain out certain things, it's going to be really hard for a lot of people to go back to being fans until you address what you address. Now, I never outright stated Corey Holcomb is a pedo.
Right.
Right? Because I was being charitable the first time I covered this. But after playing back what I played, bruh.
Now that you said something, now he feels like, man, now I'm gonna say that. I'm not saying it though. That being said, let me do what y'all think, man. Like the video, sub up.
Okay, y'all. So that is the wrap up. Like that's the video. The videos. That was the point that we were trying to get to. Is okay, look. When you start to get exposed for things. Okay, no. Let me start back. When you get into certain disagreements with people, you have to be careful about who those people are and the amount of power that they have over you. But you also have to be very careful of your digital footprint, because a lot of people don't even think about that. You have to be mindful of your behaviors before, during, and after an altercation with somebody, physical, verbal, or not. If something comes out about you that you didn't necessarily want to come out, the best thing to do is to take accountability, ask for forgiveness, do the work to not let something like this happen again. Do the work to grow from who you were, and do what you have to do to move forward. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in this cycle of constantly whining and crying about getting caught up for your own actions and then deflecting and then trying to push the attention onto other people, because you are counteracting what you're trying to do. You're giving all these other people more and more reasons to keep looking into your past, and only God knows how much more incriminating things there are out about you. And you're going out sad. You are wasting your time, your energy, your resources to produce content that is very much, oh my gosh, poor me. Everybody's against me. When you could be like, you know what, I messed up and I'm going to do better. And I'm going to do this with my content. And I'm going to go off into this avenue and I'm going to try this. Like, this is an opportunity to start over, rebrand, apologize, do better. But no, instead you're doubling down. You're making a fool of yourself. You look silly. You're going out sad. You're deflecting. You have not taken a lick of accountability about a single thing that you've done or said. You, again, have doubled down on all of it. And now you're really talking yourself into a circle like manipulators do. And eventually, you're going to get tired. You're going to get exhausted because every time that you do this, you're going to continue to feel like more and more of a victim because, like I said before, when you go after certain people, a whole chain reaction domino effect can happen. And when you keep going after people instead of just taking the accountability, they're going to keep going after you. If they don't have too much for you to go after and you have a lot, like you literally out of your own mouth said, it's best to leave it alone. I would have never done all that and then turned around and tried to deflect like that because it doesn't work. But this is what manipulators do. Eventually, you do end up catching on to what they have going on. And once you call it out, they devalue you. They act as though you don't mean too much, but they cannot help but give a lot of attention to what you've done because they have single-handedly destroyed their own reputation, but they need somebody to blame. And it becomes you. Don't go outside like Corey. If you're a fan of Corey, stay out of my comments because I will. I have no problem with a little roast session, and then I'm reporting your page. So I've had it once. We could do it again and again and again. That's fine. But no one's gonna like silence me or make me feel bad for stating my opinion, especially on patterns that I've seen time and time again from manipulators. So, yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for coming to the Corey Saga. I have some research to do. There might be a part 3 or 4. I don't know. Because I did see some stuff come out. But I might just be done with this. Because at this point, I'm tired of watching you tire yourself out. I've seen this game too many times. And it's just going to keep going in a cycle. Like it always does. So, yeah. Thank y'all.
Common Divisions channel.